our greatest sales story, which is when... That looks cool.
We're falling asleep.
Yeah.
I am getting sleepy.
No, we're wide awake. Mitch, our greatest sales story was when the last time we took the boat out, we lost the propeller. We were, like 10 miles out?
You threw a shoe.
Every time we go out, we come into a situation.
You threw a shoe.
We threw a shoe. So look, I'll give you my version of the story. So we had no more power. We couldn't use the engine anymore. And so he makes a call. Typically, we get towed in for free. We get towed in like probably once a month.
But once my insurance dropped me...
They dropped you. So you said, what's it going to cost? He said, my insurance lapsed. What's it going to cost to tow us in? She was like...
$1,000.
Yeah, $700 was like the minimum.
$900 is what it was.
So then, I say, don't do that. I say, call like all the guys at the dock and see if they can help. And all of them were like, man, just pay the $700.
No, everybody said, no, we're not going to help. Of course. If I had like a very capable boat and I lived down here and I was single, I would come help. But at the same time, no, we're not going to come help you in the middle of your fucking Saturday with your friends on, in a way, I kind of hear them. Sure. You can't come save people every day.
I'd come save you any day. Anyway.
$300.
So I say, hang that fucking phone up. I'm pissed. I hear the price. I'm pissed. I say, we're going to sail in as far as we can. We'll figure it out from there.
Oh, this was cool.
We fucking sailed that goddamn boat.
Yes,
this goddamn boat.
Yes.
All the way. All the way.
We made it.
To the slip.
Made it.
To the slip.
To the slip. We sailed. God's breath was already coming from the southeast. From the southeast.
It was so perfect.
That's a great story.
We needed the northwest.
And you're going to have to pay $900. And you're like, no fucking way.
No way.
And our landing moment, okay, so we had to think about everything.
Was my wife on this? My wife wasn't on this.
No, Victoria and Gemma were, I believe.
My wife probably wanted me
dead. And they were like, I never seen anybody jump so far, seeing Danny. We were coming in.
We pulled in.
And we already dropped the sails. And we had everything. We were thinking about everything. We had 2 anchors set.
Guys wouldn't even believe what we did.
And then at the same time, we both jumped. I jumped from the front of the boat. He jumped from the back of the boat.
It was nasty.
We jumped. He jumped like 12 feet. He sailed like what I hear. The reports that I hear was he was like a flying squirrel. We sailed. We jumped and we flew and we immediately fucking wrapped
It was
the line.
awesome.
Boom. And that's how we did it. All day.
We jumped.
We were out by the American flag. Like, we were well past. We were
past the bridge.
The bridge. That's the 695 bridge.
We were on the other side of the bridge.
Heading to Annapolis. We were on the opposite side. And we had been jumping off. And we've sailed with you. And you've seen us jump off and have fun. But somehow... The motor became detached from the shaft, and I fired it back up. No propellant.
Oh, this is when you had to kind of get here and you wound up here.
Yeah.
So that's when you wound up kind of like shored on the pier here.
We're way the fuck out.
We almost crashed into the hot tub.
Right. We're way out there, and it's just me and Victoria and this little girl. If the little girl didn't exist. Okay, let's go.
The little girl.
If Ben's daughter didn't exist, it's like, fucking let's roll. But I felt like I felt scared. I felt scared that is everybody going to be okay?
Well,
do we have jackets and stuff like that?
But the most important thing was we thought we were going to destroy.
You assured me in your crazy Virginian way. You go, let's...
I'll do a 1-2 count.
Man.
What? So
1, 2, count. That's 3.
We
and a half.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. He's an alcoholic. That's what I got to live with.
Like you're not.
Not at all.
I need a blanket.
I haven't drank it.
It feels like a moment for a blanket.
Do you want a blanket as well?
No, I'm good.
Your wife says
baby,
you wore pants.
Is there a blanket or a
Where's
towel?
the pants? You have the pants there. Why you need a blanket?
I accidentally spilled stuff on my legs.
What do you need?
So we're coming in on this beast. 25,000 pounds.
Can you please come over here and lick the whiskey off your husband's thigh?
7 feet deep. And Ben has a little girl here. And I go, And she goes, I don't want to put on a vest. And I said, sweetie, would you please put on a vest? And she goes, I'm not putting on nothing. And I go, my God, your dad must be Ben. And
no, it's her mother.
Because she's very defiant. I said, your dad must be Ben.
That's a robe.
I need to...
That's a good blanket, Mitch.
I spilled some whiskey.
I brought that blanket all the way from my old 2 houses ago. I had that blanket.
Ben has never seen that blanket.
That's my blanket.
Just rub it into your...
Is there a towel or nothing?
No, just rub it in, man.
I'm fine, no big deal.
Use the toilet paper that we all desperately need.
Yes. That's it. So, anyway, the good story is, so this is how it ends. So I call the company, they go, this December, you stopped doing business with us. Your card stopped working. And I'm like, reflecting on it, it's like, yeah, I did. I closed that credit card and did this. And they go, so you'll need a whole new inspection. An inspection on a boat is $1,000. So they go, you'll need a whole new inspection. And then we can, and I go, meanwhile, I have a little girl who's Ben's daughter is going, I don't want to wear this. And somebody else is telling me I need to pay $2,000 for another insurance. And Ben goes, the greatest thing ever. Dan, the other boats that have come into this area since before we were born came in via sail. We can make it. The sail was already up.
And we did it, baby.
And the wind was blowing in the right direction.
God's breath.
God's breath was right behind us. And people are my sailing people are flabbergasted.
We were so
that
happy.
We managed to come in just a spot over. Now, you own this spot, I own the next spot. And we stopped right here at the end. Unbelievable.
I have a shot of your boat, actually, where it was.
Yeah. And we got fucking home. Everybody was so cool about it. They were like, we got you, bro. And
nobody does that. Nobody. No one ever parks a 40 fucking foot sailboat with just sails. Never. It hasn't happened since like the 20s. No one does that. Ever.
We're gonna park it.
I read this book, a really famous book, Sailing Around the World. I forget who wrote it right now.
Joshua Slocum.
Yeah, very famous book. He explains when he first got his big old 40, 50 foot sailboat.
He built
he
that.
explains when he
you get
first
momentum up. It's like how you slow it down.
You can't stop it.
That's the thing, you cannot slow it down.
It's so heavy.
So how did you? I mean,
we both jumped. We dropped the sails.
We leaped and rapped.
Yeah. We jumped ahead of it and we tied it off. But we already dropped. The smartest thing, we dropped the sails pretty perfectly, I think. Where we were coming in as slow as we could be.
The dock master and his gay
Mike was there.
Mike and his friend, the Wizard of Oz, were like, we were laughing at you guys. You guys were still sailing, and I had a sliver of a sail up, but they thought that we were still sailing. But we tied off, then we were fucking fine.
Because the other thing is, what you realize is, if you don't have momentum, you have no controls. Period. So if you lose that little bit,
and that was
momentum,
part of the argument.
You lose all control.
When we're coming in, Scott, we have these differing opinions, and I go, I don't think we can make it. How about we drop an anchor here? We're fucking 60 feet away from the boat. We'll take the blah, blah, blah. And Ben's going, no, I think we can make it to the transient slip. We're arguing actual good knowledge, good shit. And Ben wanted, I don't know if you wanted just the adventure.
I wanted the adventure. And
Ben always wants it. But I'm thinking, a woman just told me the boat's no longer insured. I'm thinking, what if we run into one of these fucking catamarans, these $1 million catamarans, and we're coming up a narrow channel, and I'm just scared to begin with. When we docked this boat over in Whitehall, I was scared. I'm like, is this thing still floating? But we made it back in quite well. This thing's never going to sink.
It's already, we are officially sailors after that.
After that, we're sailors. I mean,
that has to qualify.
I called some of your boat neighbors. Jeremy, I called Matt, and they go, park it. Do not try to do. They said, don't try to... Matt was nicer. Jeremy goes, don't even get close to here. Dock the boat. You need a lot of work on your boat. And he was so wrong.
We fixed it our damn selves.
Jeremy fixed it.
No, we did.
Came over and shoved that thing
he
back
did
in
that,
there.
but then Ben came and knotted it up. We fixed it, and it was a bunch of bullshit.
It was so easy.
It was
took
a
30
bunch
minutes.
of bullshit. It was guys. At the end of the day, this is a beautiful floating fucking ship, and the motor represents a 16th. This vessel, and
not even that.
Not
1/24th.
I mean, it's not even 25 horsepower. There's a tiny motor in there that responds to
a bubble bath.
responds to an electric charge, and it is sad without her. It's scary without her, but
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm gonna go fucking bed. I'm gonna get to bed. I'm gonna go and have a wonderful bed experience.
you are the
Well, good night.
best.
We
We
did it.
love you.
We did it. We got so much footage from me, I can make us 10 episodes.
We have a bunch of good episodes. Excuse, I'm falling down.
He can't even stand, maybe.
We have a bunch
You've
of-
got so much work to do.